Welcome to the fourth lesson of this course. We are going to look at key signatures and scales that have two sharps. So that is D major and the relative minor of B minor. If you've missed the other lessons that we've done so far in the course, I've left the whole playlist in the description below on the pinned comment, as well as the PDF that has all of the scales notated out for you. So first of all then, let's look at the major scale formula of how to work out a major scale. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. We're looking at the key signature of the scales that has two sharps today. So that's, the major scale is D major. So we're going to find out why it has two sharps by using this formula. We have, first two notes need to be a tone, following on from E. The next two notes need to be a tone. So if I didn't sharp that F, that would be a semitone. So we have to, quite soon on in the scale, have to sharpen the F, modify that note. And then we need a semitone carrying on from the F sharp. And then we need a tone carrying on from the G. Another tone from the A. Another tone from the B. So at the minute this is a semitone, so we need to turn the C into a C sharp. Now it's a tone, so we've got to modify that note as well. And then from the C sharp, we need a semitone. So we changed two notes there, the F and the C, to sharps. So they become the key signature. They represent the scale of D major in a piece of music. So if we play that then, it's the usual 3-4-3 finger pattern for D major for both hands. So we're going to do 2 octaves. In the right hand of D major, actually works out that every time you play a sharp, you go under. It's quite easy to remember. Under. And then obviously you just run your fingers out there, come back down. You go over to a sharp with 3, over to a sharp with 4, over to a sharp with 3. Try the same in the left hand now. We can ascend it. It doesn't matter whether you descend it or ascend it first. So this is 3-4-3 as well. This doesn't work out as nicely as the right hand with the finger pattern in line with when you play the sharps. Over 3, 4, 3, 3. These are all your fingers. Remember to make the notes nice and clear and don't overlap the notes. Don't sit too close to the piano or too low to the piano. And keep your other fingers off the keys if you're not using them. Helps you play nice and clearly. So we're going to try that 1 octave in contrary motion now. So the fingers are symmetrical, but obviously the sharps won't be. They won't appear at the same time. So immediately in the left hand we have the C sharp, start on D, and then C sharp and E, under, sharp in the left hand, sharp in the right hand, come back in, over with your 3s, 2, 1. Remember, you're welcome to progress to 2 octaves if you'd like to experiment, but only when you're really comfortable with the scale first. Now we're going to try it in similar motion. These, sharp, over, C sharp, D, back down, up here. So now we're going to look at what the relative minor is. Remember, it starts from the 6th note of the major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So B minor is the relative minor to D major. So D major and B minor have the same key signature. They have the same notes. They both have F sharp and C sharp in the key signature. So if we look at the natural minor first, so it's like playing D major but starting from B. So the right hand finger pattern is 3, 4, 3. So the left hand finger pattern, we'll look at the natural minor as well, 2 octaves. You need to start with your 4. So this is another one that's a little bit different than the rest of them we've done so far, because if you started with your 5, you'd run into this problem, like with F major. If we, from a previous episode, if we went under with our 3, under 3, you'd run into this issue, which is, you know, you can play black keys with your thumbs and your little fingers, but in order to play this as fluently as possible, we try to avoid using your thumbs and your little fingers for the black keys. To avoid that, we start with the 4, and then C sharp, and then it's over with the 4. Hopefully you can tell, because we're approaching this wider section, so we need more fingers. So 4, and then 3, and then 4 again, and then back down. 4, 3, 4, 4, and on the 4. Left handed start on your 4, and then it's 4, 3, 4. So remember, the PDF file is linked down below, which shows all of these scales written out as 2 octaves, both hands in similar motion. So now if we turn this natural minor into the harmonic minor, we need to sharpen the 7th note. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the 7th note is an A. So instead, we're going to sharpen it and play an A sharp. Is not suddenly called a B flat. It still has to remain A something or other. You can only have one of each letter name in a scale. So you can't have a B and a B flat. So let's go back to the right hand and try the harmonic minor this time. So we're going to add the A sharp in there as well. So this one becomes a little bit more like it weaves in and out of the black keys a bit more. Left hand back to that 4 and then 4, 3, 4 finger pattern. The right hand of D major, the left hand of B minor, or B any of the minors, works out that when you go over with a finger, it's in line with the sharps, or F sharp and C sharp. It's just worth pointing out little nuances and little things like that with each scale, because it may help you remember them and obtain them to memory quicker. So if we have a go, so it's going to be more complicated, at playing B harmonic minor in contrary motion. So this is going to be a bit trickier. We're just going to do 1 octave either way, and then we'll try it in similar motion. So this is a bit more of a challenge. So we start with the B. And because we're playing the harmonic minor, we need the A sharp, but then we need the C sharp as well, and then G and D. The right
right hand goes under because the finger patterns are different, so the right hand needs to go under now. And then the left hand goes under. And then C sharp and A sharp. Then we land on the 4 in the left hand and come back in. Over with the 4. Over with the 3. Sharps together. I'll do that again. Now if we try it in 1 octave similar motion, so 4 and 1. Right hand moves. Left hand goes over with the 4. E sharp. Back down. Under. Over with the 3. So the scales as we go further on in the key signatures are going to start to become a little bit more challenging, like that one, as we have extra sharps, extra flats, so I'm playing more of the black keys and the finger pattern starts to change. So in the next episode we are looking at 2 flats. If you haven't checked out the first several episodes, the playlist is linked down below. So I'll see you in the next lesson.
So that's the end of this video. If you would like to leave a request, leave them in the comments section below of this video. I've also left some videos here that I think you might like, so go and check those out as well. I also have a course. Visit bitesizepianocourse.co.uk and you can enroll and start learning how to read music. I'll see you in the next video.